pitié, già da gelele de rase. Champions League, ek had gas me, hanguman kick me, java naramenne, bhagi dulanne bhidi dasate goal ek gannai sit sarasenne, samarok venne sabdeta denne. We are one game, one heart. One game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light. Football புதுமொழியே இரங்கள் பொழுதுங்கள் கடந்திடுமே ஒன்றாய் இணைந்து பயணித்தொன்றாய் எல்லைகள் தாண்டிடுவோம். The lights are shining, the crowd will roll. This is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally one game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light. We play for love, pride and pain. For every child who dreams again. No borders here, no fear, no end. Just one dream that we defend. மரங்கள் கிக்க ஆகுமே, களத்தில் உறுதியாய் மின்னவும் நாமே. Champions League வரவே, உணர்வதற்கே தருமே. Cheer එකයි කැම්මක් දෙන්නේ, කොල්ලෝ සෙට් එකම එක් වෙන්නේ. ගෝල් එකට කික් එක දෙන්නේ. Champions League මේ ඇරඹෙන්නේ. One game, one heart, Champions League. සටනයි ඇරඹෙන්නේ. පිපි දෙන්නේ, ජය ගන්නේ. එක සීනට අපි යන්නේ. One game, one heart, Champions League where dreams take part. Raise your flags, feel the art. Football, one game, one heart. Hey, oh, one dream, one star. Hey, oh, one game, one heart. Champions League, forever we play. The spirit of football leads the way.
Hello and welcome to the Racecourse International Stadium in yet another game from the Sri Lanka Football Federation's Champions League tournament. This time between Java Lane SC and Negombo Youth SC in the first kickoff on this Saturday's game. It's going to be yet another key encounter, this time between two heritage clubs in Sri Lanka, one from the inner workings of Colombo and the other just a little bit further up north in the Gampaha district from Negombo. So two clubs that have a storied history here in Sri Lanka. It's a sunny day, and while the sun continues to glimmer on the city of Colombo here over the Racecourse Stadium, humidity will play a factor with rather steady wind speeds as well. So it's going to be hot and heavy conditions here for the first game, at least for the first half. We've seen it ease out a little bit going into the second half of these first kickoffs. And now, if you're joining us, don't forget you can also share our links and the ability to watch us on Sri Lanka Football's Facebook and YouTube pages. We're also being covered on Supreme TV as the terrestrial broadcaster and ThePapare worldwide. And let's now have a look at the points table for Group A. New Star continue to hold dominance with 12 points. Saunders with 10. Serendipity with 9. So Java Lane and Negombo Youth at the bottom part of that table with 4 points and 1 point respectively. Negombo Youth, if they win this game, can automatically jump onto level points with their rivals today. And here's a look at the fixtures from this game week, and particularly yesterday. In the early kick-off, Crystal Palace defeating Sri Lanka Transport Board 3-0 in a second half blitz, followed by a slim win by Saunders over New Star. Java Lane will take on Negombo Youth now, followed by Anuradhapura's very own Solid SC taking on Morgasmulle SC at 8 p.m. later today in the second kick-off. St. Mary's SC will take on Super Sun in the first kick-off tomorrow, followed by Matara City, who will take on Kurnagala's own Pelicans in the second kick-off at 8 p.m. tomorrow. And just as we have a look at those results, we can see the teams slowly but surely making their way now onto the pitch for the pre-match formalities. Before we kick things off, Madhushanka Tisera, the skipper of that Negombo youth side, playing in that defensive position, while Harshana Subudu will go up against him almost likely, playing as a forward for Java Lane and skippering the side in that number 7 shirt. Here we have the two teams. Referee Chamal Karidmal picking up the match ball. He's going to be assisted by Palita Hematunga and Asif Askar, with Chaturang Maduranga operating as fourth official. Match commissioner for today is going to be Sinan Razik. The pre-match formalities here. Once again, a look at your match officials. Chamal Karidmal blowing the whistle, assisted by Palita Hematunga and Asif Askar, and Chatura Maduranga also supporting them as fourth official from the sidelines. One quick pre-match photo. And we will be ready to kick things off. Negombo Youth in their blue strip today, to be supported, to be taken on rather by Java Lane in that white strip. One last pre-match snap and we're good to go. Quick change of sides. Just a quick look at the lineup now. Harshana Sumudu skippering the team, leading from the front. He's going to be assisted up front by also the likes of Derek Fernando, Mohammad Azad, Mohammad Rizkan, Mohammad Alim and Olawale in the number 19 shirt. In defense, Puneshwar and Abhishan, Irfan Imadullah Abdul Farik and Asela Rajavansha, while Ashfaq Ayub is going to be in goal for Java Lane. Meanwhile, for Negombo Youth, it's going to be Madhushankar Thisera skippering that side in the heart of defence, supported by Jude Shehan, Mohammad Wasji, Sandur Niroshan and Sebastian Caleb in a 5-man defence. Midfield, Mohammad Aqib and Mohammad Rifkan, supported by Chatumal Fernando, Mohammad Shafiq and Antonin Mahdi. In attack, Ganesh Krishanta is going to be in goal. Taking the kick off here is Olawale. He had a bit of joy in the last game against Sri Lanka Transport Board.
Let the countdown begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's kickoff here at the Racecourse Stadium, Java Lane. In that wide strip, as I mentioned earlier, playing from left to right, while Negombo Youth will be playing from right to left. An early call for a handball, but referee continues playing on. Mohammad Akim puts a cross in, not really a very dangerous one, but continued to be in play by Anthony Namdi. And very quickly now, Java Lane with a foul, these early exchanges. Quick look at that once again, just taken out there by Mohammad Akim in that midfield. And early doors, Java Lane looking to put the pressure on Negombo Youth. And now playing on here, Madhushankar Thisera gets the ball away and releases his midfielder Akim. Nice little play with Namdi, and here's an opportunity for a shot early doors. Doesn't really manage to get the shot away early enough, Mohammad Shafiq. But Namdi, Anthony Namdi, they're trying to wiggle something away, but couldn't really manage it. So an early corner for Negombo Youth. Ball coming in. Anthony Namdi. Again the cross. The ball coming in once again. As has been the case in a lot of these games, these early exchanges have been rather back and forth. And here's an opportunity now for Negombo Youth. Negombo Youth putting the ball in the box, but taken care of by the Java Lane defence. And now offside flag up against Mohammad Rifkan there. Good decision, very tight. The second centre back. In that area, and once again ball makes its way all the way back to Ganesh Krishanta. taking his time, Ganesh Krishanta. Ball being worked all the way to the back there. And now once again breaking the lines here. Mohammad Hakim trying to make something happen. Twisting and turning Mohammad Hakim, and gets fouled while he was on the ball, and I think on that occasion pressing him very strongly but unable to really get past him. Irfan Nimadulla, the number 18 shirt. So Sandu Niroshan going to stand over this. Cross on the cards, a bit too far for a shot. Sandu Niroshan swings it in, very nearly gets through the defense. Once again, Madhushankar Tissera spreads it out wide. Sandu Niroshan. Good little touch there. The referee says nothing doing. Jude Shehan. Referee took a little bit of time before making a decision on that, and waiting to see what exactly that decision was, because there was a heavy touch and there was a bit of a fall, and no, he's given the free kick to Sandu Niroshan, but no card. I think a reasonable decision given how early it is in the game. But Negombo Youth now with a free opportunity to put a ball into a box. Bit of a lunge there, but Sandu Niroshan sends the ball into the box. Here's a chance now. Very nearly. And now Java Lane looking to break. Olawale dispossessed. Sebastian Caleb. Chatmal Fernando there. Olawale trying to get into the box. Java Lane win it back and give it away immediately. Now Negombo Youth with the opportunity to send the ball. That's exactly what they are doing. They're looking to break. A fantastic defensive tackle. And good work there from Mohammad Azad. Interesting today to see that Afam Akram has been left on the bench. He is one of their more attacking players for Java Lane. They've decided that they want to have a slightly more defensive outlook on this game. So he's going to start on the bench in that number 6 shirt. And given away very cheaply there once again. And now Mohammad Hakim, he feeds the ball forward. Here's an opportunity, 1-2, and Anthony Namdi is offside, so the ball is going to be brought back and free kick taken quickly. So Java Lane looking to break now. That number 3 shirt. Here's an opposite ball. Olawale, and what a goal that was! Fantastic effort by Olawale. Hits it with a plumb and a celebration to boot. Absolutely no chance on that occasion for Ganesh Krishanta, and he's been crowned by his teammate rightfully so. What a hit. Ball being brought down, he takes one touch and boom. So Java Lane almost against the run of play here are ahead. And now Negombo Youth, within the first 10 minutes, will need to rethink how they're going to approach this game. Olawale has been on quite the streak recently. You don't expect anything less from that man. And once again, he's delivered in terms of what he was required to do for his side. But came out of nothing really for Java Lane. And now they've got a nice little lead to protect. And a beautiful ball here. Just a bit too much on it maybe for Abdul Farik. And yes, it is Madhushanka Tisera watching it out of play, but nice little penetrative pass there coming from the middle of the park. Potentially a bit of a high boot. You have a Negombo Youth player hitting the deck as a result, but the referee hasn't blown the whistle. He's gotten up as well. I think he's okay. So not too much damage. Farik, he feeds the ball to the middle of the park, and now Java Lane. A bit of a careless one there. Looking for that 1-2, gives the ball away. And now Olawale once again. He's got a bit of a drive on him, hasn't he? He takes a step over, but he loses the ball. And now Negombo Youth with the opportunity to break. They've got numbers, and they've got a weakened defense now to run at. Go Mohammad Rifkan. Brought down, but the referee points at the goal kick. Now good pass there, Java Lane looking to attack these spaces. A nice little pass there, Muhammad Alim. He really keeps this midfield ticking for Java Lane, and that has been his there in the middle between Sumudu Harma, counterpart Madhushanka Tisera. Middle of the park, and very nearly Java Lane managed to nick it off the defender. Can they take something out of this? Here's an opportunity. The shot comes in, ricochets off the defender. Negombo youth need to be careful and cannot afford to lose possession at the last man. Ball once again falling to Alim, who's trying to keep it ticking. Negombo would give it away and very nearly Olawale. Can he get to this? Yes, he can. He's all over the pitch, Olawale, this afternoon. He's really buoyed by that goal. Tries to be a bit cheeky with the nutmeg and doesn't manage to pull it off. But once again, Javalen in possession. Alim loses it, but the ball comes back. Bit of a rush clearance there by Ashfaq Ayub. But Javalen slowly settling into this game now, and that one goal lead has certainly helped. Nice little Trivela kick there to Olawale's path, and he's found beautifully there. Olawale gets past the man, just a bit too much on it, and well done there by Sandhu Niroshan to push him out of the park and watch the ball roll out. And a bit of aggression there between Olawale and Madhusanka Tisera. Olawale says there's been an elbow. Madhusanka Tisera begs to differ. Referee Chamal Kadidmal just having a word, telling both the players to calm down a little bit. Mohammad Rizkan just asking Olawale to calm down. One of the senior players, he's been in the Javalen scene for quite some time. Has that clash of heads almost. The referee walking up there with a yellow card in hand, trying to be spoken to there as well, but he doesn't want anything to do with it, and the card is flashed. So another look at that. Rifkan coming in for the ball, but he's coming in with a bit of dangerous play. So free kick for Javalen now. Another opportunity to test the Negombo youth defense. Ball sent in. Here's a chance now. And very nearly. And that's an opportunity. And that's 2-0 for Javalen. Sumadhu Hashana, the skipper, making it 2-0 after a horrible error on the part of Negombo youth at the back of the park. And 20 minutes in, well less. They're 2-0 up already. An absolute mess of a header by Madhusanka Tisera at the back of the park. Immediately looked for the offside, but he's essentially handed a goal to his counterpart. Nothing, absolutely nothing that Ganesh Krishante can do from there. Ball coming in here. Olavale twists and turns, loses the ball. Well done by the defense to track back Olavale, just with an apologetic hand as well. Chatumal Fernando keeping things moving. Sebastian Caleb. Second ball is lost, but falls now back to Madhusanka Tisera. He's going to want to make up for that error, cardinal error on his part. So Harshan Sumudu with a goal as well now. A quick word from his coach while the player that is injured is going to receive some attention. Bit of a knock there for the Javelin, sorry, for the Negombo youth lad. And on your screens now, Ganesh Krishanta. Nazar Hamid, the Javelin coach, is going to be very pleased with how things have gone on as he gives some instruction to Abdul Farik. Looks like it's a change already for Negombo youth. Brian Virapuli coming on for Mohammed Shafiq, so that's the end of Shafiq's afternoon. That knocked just a bit too much for him to continue with. And now Sumudu Harshana trying to make it happen. Chatumal Fernando in the middle of that park. Javelin now sadly with a mountain to climb with 60 minutes of this game, a bit more than 70 minutes to go. Nice little elevated pass, an effort, but going nowhere. Nice little turn by Alim. Manages to win the foul. Is very technical, the midfielder, able to really dictate play from the middle of the park. Nice little step on the ball and a turn, but just caught out in the end, and Sebastian Caleb knew at that point that his teammate had committed a foul. But here's a ball opportunity now, and the ball swung in, cleared, ball back to Java Lane, but no, given away immediately. Negombo youth now with the numbers also to support an attack. Chatumal Fernando does well. Java Lane wins the ball back, lost immediately by Rizkan. Rizkan wins it back. Tenacity from the attacker. Ball coming in. Olavale. He wants to take a shot. Ball just with an awkward bounce really for him. Now an opportunity for a shot for Java Lane. And he takes the shot. Here's an effort. And that effort, Ganesh Krishanta matching it. So Chatumal Fernando, right pass, not really done well enough. Of course, GP Karunaratne of Negombo youth looks on. Ball elevated to the middle. Chatumal Fernando loses the ball. Back again now. Beautiful pass here. Negombo youth with an effort and very nearly. Ball coming in across the goal. Just a bit too soon for Sandhu Niroshan, but Anthony Namdi with the right idea. The ball turned over now thanks to a foul on Purneshwar and Abhishan, and beautiful touch there by Anthony Namdi. Gets the ball across. He nearly needed an extra man coming there to run onto the edge of that one. Both of the players there, Brian Veerapuli and Mohammad Rifkan, just a bit too slow for that. Now as we continue in this game, 25 minutes in, who would have thought the Java lane would be 2-0 up in Negombo Youth, against Negombo Youth. It's a game that has gone very much against. And here's an opportunity, Anthony Namdi. The goalkeeper has stayed down, but play has continued and ball put out of bounds, and the referee says nothing doing, fair contest. Anthony Namdi, his touch not really taking it away from the goalkeeper enough. Referee just okaying a quick drink of water by the looks of it. And a great opportunity now for Nazar Hamid to get some instructions across to his lads. Just a bit of a heavy knock. And we're going to have a quick look at the two goals. The first one there by Olawale. What a hit that was. The old man celebration as well. Second one, Negombo Youth skipper heading it into the path of the Java lane skipper, who took it with both hands. And what an opportunity Sumudu Harshana presented on a platter. Madhushanti Sera will be kicking himself at the end of that. And by the looks of it, Ashfaq Ayub, despite that hit, seems to be okay. Just one final check with him. Never easy when those knocks happen at high speed. And just an apologetic hand from Anthony Namdi as well, which is nice to see, in the spirit of the sport. Crowds here at the Racecourse Stadium. If you are in the area, please do come down and catch the action live here at the Racecourse International Stadium. Well, if you're not, we still have another game kicking off at 8 p.m. that you can join us for. And we're good to go, I believe. Absolutely. Ashfaq Ayub back in his spot. Zawalain managed to win the ball back. Rizkan very nearly. Just Chatumal Fernando in the middle of that park loses the ball, and here's an opportunity now. Java Lane swings the ball across the other way. Harshan Sumudu in a foot race with the keeper, Harshana Sumudu. Not taking any chances there. Ganesh Krishantha knew he was in trouble. Cross ricocheting off Sebastian Caleb and now going out for a corner. Ball swung in here. And an opportunity for Java Lane. Ball lost. Ball won. Ball lost again. Falls to another Java Lane player, Alim. Does what he does. Spreads the play once again. Cross coming in. Just actually way too much on it. Derek Fernando overhits it by a mile. Satumal Fernando. Mohammad Wazji feeds it forward. Anthony was the target, but the ball lost, and once again Java Lane with the opportunity to attack. Mohammad Rizkan. Rizkan sends the ball to the middle. Anthony Olawale. Olawale, can he? Tries to get his hand between the ball and the keeper with an awkward punch. I have no idea why he did that, and the shot ends up going out for a goal kick, but we'll see if you can get you another replay of that phase of play. Olawale, ball bounces awkwardly, tries to get himself in the middle, and the keeper, Ganesh Krishantha, I don't understand what that was. Derek Fernando not really catching the shot the right way. Ball swung in here. Once again now looking for that pass on Olawale, but deflection takes it wide. Sumudu Harshana tracking back. Olawale once again challenged, and the ball being won by Negombo Youth. He has a few choice words for Madhushankar Tisera. And once again loses the ball out to Java Lane. Nice little bit of play there, composure on the ball by the Java Lane defender. Ball fed all the way to Sumudu Harshana. Sumudu Harshana has space to run into, and he does beautifully to get past one defender. Nice little touch. And Shimi gets the ball to Olawale. Olawale, big frame by the number 19. Alim props the ball up a bit too much for his own liking. Ball hoiked into the box and never really going to challenge the keeper there. Ball coming in here, Olawale trying to fend off the defender, but nothing doing. A throw in, and as we approach 35 minutes, the game has slowed down a little bit. Java Lane still seems to be the more potent of the two sides. Chatumal Fernando with a beautiful turn. And a nice little pass through. Here's an opportunity now. Breaking through Mohammad Hakim. Mohammad Hakim beats the tackle. And still Mohammad Rifkan. Now Rifkan running into the box. Rifkan, can he get a shot away? Rifkan sends the ball away. Anthony Namdi didn't expect that. But the second time for Negombo Youth that the ball has flashed across the goal with no one to tap it in. Just another look at the run from Rifkan. Beautifully done. Puts it in that space between the keeper and the defender that nobody wants to touch it. The ball coming in now. Zavalain now once again on yet another wave of attack. A beautiful pass here. Zavalain now with an opportunity, a bit too much on it. Barola Wale beaten. Sumudu Harsana now still with space, looking for that pass, and the shot comes in. And you really do expect Derek Fernando to hit the target. Olawale just about a foot over him. Sumudu Harsana spotting a beautiful pass. So Javalain once again a chance going begging. And the ball coming in here, Anthony Namdi very nearly getting on the edge of it, just bouncing off his thigh. An awkward one for the defender as well. And Ashfaq Ayub seems to have hit the deck once again with no contact, which is a cause for concern. They've still got Malik Suno on the bench if they need him. That earlier knock there by Anthony Namdi took the wind out of his sails a little bit. Just another quick look. Need to really figure out what is going on, but by the looks of it, Nazar Hamid has not yet decided to replace the goalkeeper, but in the meantime it's Negombo Youth with yet another substitution. Coming off Mohammad Wazji and coming on is Rashain Galapitigedara. Remains to be seen the reason behind the substitution. Yes, Malik Suno is warming up on the far side. Ashfaq Ayub looks like he is set to continue for the time being at least, but bit of a grimace on his face as well. Riz Khan looking for a pass. Gumbo Youth intercept. And now Galapitigedara finds Anthony somehow. Anthony Namdi. Offside flag up against Anthony Namdi. So Tavalane, as we approach the 40-minute mark, will be very happy with the way this game has gone so far. They'll be delighted. That come the half-time interval, they'll have a 2-goal lead. One came out of nowhere with a moment of absolute brilliance by Olawale. And on the other side, a moment of madness on the part of Madhushankar Tisera with a terrible error that in turn led for Sumudu Harsana to score one of the easiest tap-in headers that he will score over the course of his career. And a snapshot there, not really going anywhere. Galapi together, since he's come on in the middle of that park, has shown unbelievable energy in these few minutes as Tavalane win another free kick and Alim standing over it despite the knock to his teammate. And yet more action for the medical staff. Just a stamp by the looks of it from Roshan and Galapi together. Fans here at the Football Champions League, and once again we invite you, if you are in Colombo and fancy some live action sport, the Champions League, very much the place to be. Some amazing teams, some legacy sides, and some good talent, both young and old, in action here to qualify for Sri Lanka's big league for the upcoming season. Once again, play stopped for a foul, but just coming in late there on the defender. Once again, Chatumal Fernando driving through the middle, grabbed a little bit, wins the free kick. Driving into space, Chatumal Fernando, Sumudu Harshan and Alim both there for company. Alim just puts his arm across his body. The header coming in. Tavalane managed to win the ball out and clear it. Free kick once again awarded. Play has been stopped, and I think Ball makes its way out of bounds. That is the announcement, the formal announcement that we'll have 3 minutes of added time, which I think is absolutely fair given the number of stoppages we've had over the course of this half. We've had the medical staff on the pitch 3-4 times as well. So 30 seconds each for each of those. And some of the other stoppages, 3 minutes seems like a reasonable shout. And somehow Negombo Youth have kept the ball inside the field of play. Gallopy together. Sorry, beg your pardon, that was Chatamal Fernando. Chatamal Fernando looks for that quick pass and a bit of a lashing out. And now squaring up Mohammad Azad. And on his behalf, Derek Fernando. Up to Brian Veerapuli. Brian Veerapuli being pulled away by his teammates. A little tough tension. Never a bad thing, but when it does spill over, it can be a bit unhealthy. I think it all started with the fact that Brian Veerapuli there caught that Mohammad Azad tackle quite directly. He got a yellow card for his troubles, but Veerapuli felt that it was a bit over the top and a bit unnecessary. So as we roll into the final minute of added time, we may have 1 or 2 minutes left. Another knock there for Olawale. So we're certainly bound to have at least an additional minute of added time here. Nothing you like to see there. You've the medical team coming out with their tools to potentially look at carrying the player off the pitch. I don't think they'll need it at the moment. Olawale seems to have made his way to the touchline by himself, but as the ball comes in here, Chatamal Fernando manages to get a touch and the ball has been cleared. I think a bit of concern as to why Asfaq Ayub didn't come out for it, and Irfan Ahmadullah just pointing that out as well. Ball being swung in, long and deep, makes its way out of the box. And that's the half-time interval. At about 1.5 minutes of extra play, and rightfully so by Shamal Karitmal. And with that, we go into what Java Lane will feel is a very healthy lead, a 2-0 lead, going into this half-time break. It's been a bit of a slow game towards the latter part of the first half. But definitely, amidst the array of chances both teams have had, Java Lane have been the better side. And as we walk into Lemons, it's Java Lane 2, Negombo Youth 0. Just to have a look at the highlights, it all started with that Olawale goal. What a hit that was. Followed very quickly by a few tough tackling challenges, a yellow card as well. But this was the killer. Sumudu Harshana burying an effort. Madhushankar Tisera put on a platter for him. He won't be complaining. Java Lane kept knocking on the door, but just lacked that finish, and sometimes when they did have it, Ganesh Krishanta was up to the mark. And this one of the very near chances that Negombo Youth had themselves. They've had a few opportunities to put it in, but Java Lane definitely have been the more dangerous of the sides, creating the better chances. And that was the story of the first half. So join us again. We'll be right back for the second half of this Champions League encounter between Java Lane and Negombo Youth.
Champions League एक हाथ गैस में हैंगुमन किक पे Java नरमने भागी दुलाने भीदी दस्ते गोल एक गन्नाई सिट सरसने समरोक विन्ने साथ देने We are one game, one heart. One game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light. Football and the worry. Get on the The lights are shining, the crowd will roll. This is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally one game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. That we defend. மரங்கள் கிக்க ஆகாமே களத்தில் உறுதியாய் மின்னவும் நாமே Champions League வரவே உணர்வதற்கே தருமே Cheer එකයි කැම්මක් දෙන්නේ කොල්ලෝ සෙට් එකම එක් වෙන්නේ ගෝල් එකට කික් එක දෙන්නේ Champions League මේ ඇරෙන්නේ Champions League, Satanai aramenne, pididenne, jayaganne, ekasihinata apiyanne. One game, one heart, Champions League, where dreams take part. Raise your flags, feel the art. Football, one game, one heart. Hey, oh, one dream,
Welcome back to the Racecourse International Stadium for this Champions League encounter between Java Lane and Negombo Youth. The battle of two stalwarts of Sri Lanka's domestic football scene, now battling it out in the second division. But the rivalry remains, and the intensity of this game has not changed one bit. And in that spirit, Java Lane walking into this half the happier of the two sides with a 2-0 lead. And Negombo Youth have a lot of work to do to recover, and in that spirit, looks like they're making yet another change. Niluka Janit coming on in place of their skipper, so a forward in place of a defender, and that's the end of Madhushankar Thisera's game. He's had a bit of a horror show, assisting his counterpart Sumudu Harsana in scoring the second goal in that first half, a very simple tap-in header of sorts. For Negombo Youth, they've got a 2-0 lead. For Java Lane rather, they've got a 2-0 lead. All they need to do is play exactly how they've been playing and they'll be fine. So one last few words prior to the beginning of this game. And we'll be ready to go immediately. Chatumal Fernando in the middle of that park has kept things ticking and will be key, as will be the substitutes Brian Virapuli and Rashain Galapi together as well. They've embedded a new lease of life into this Negombo Youth side, and the side will rely on these lads in order to get things going the right way. Very around Anthony trying to get the ball in, but Niluka Janit making that run in the middle. A bit surprised that hasn't been given as a corner. Very Negombo Youth opening the door as Aleem tries to win the ball back, and a free kick won. Aleem not very pleased with that, but nice little bit of footwork there by Mohammad Rifkan. It's got a free kick in an imposing area, and Niluka Janit immediately standing over this one. Can do one of two things. You can cross this or take a shot. It's that kind of area. The shot coming in here. Look at Janit's shot straight at the wall. He's asking for a handball, but nothing doing. Here is Brian Virapuli, Chatumal Fernando. Shot coming in, a bit speculative, but falling in the dangerous area, and Ashfaq Ayub taking no chances. Now Derek Fernando finds Olawale. Olawale on the turn. Olawale gets past one man, but brought down by Jude Shehan. He's not very happy with it, and now this referee, so a yellow card. Ball coming in here. Java Lane, can they make it 3? No, Chatumal Fernando takes it composed. Not a lot of composure in that second pass, but ball now going back to Java Lane. Java Lane will love to get another goal in, make it 3. And they send the ball into the box. Here's an opportunity. And very nearly. But it seems like it is a corner. Yes, it is. Jesus. Ball coming in. The ball very nearly. Once again, opening the door for Java Lane. They continue wave after wave attack. Alim, shot from distance from Alim. Keeper spills it, Sumudhu Harshana. First there, and he's taken down by the looks of it. Referee says nothing doing. Oh, he'll feel hard done by. But a very close one once again. Derek Fernando taking a hit. Sumudhu Harshana got quite the battery on him in front, and he will always be a thorn on the side of this defense. An opportunity for a cross now. What can Java Lane do with this one? The ball swung in here. Gotten rid of by Negombo Youth. Now, continuing this phase of attack. Here's an opportunity now. Olawale just a bit too far off from it, but the pressure coming from the Java Lane attackers. Goal kick there, but once again, Negombo Youth putting themselves under some pressure that they don't really need to do. Mohammad Hakim's yellow card there, just being confirmed now. Was it? Negombo Youth continuing their search for their first goal. Not a great deal of success, but here's an opportunity for Niluka Janit. Niluka Janit puts the ball into the box. And Java Lane once again breaking. As I'm joined in the commentary box by Virun Jayasundara. Virun, not what Negombo Youth were expecting, to go 2 goals behind in the first half. They've not really been able to piece a lot of their attacks together either. And Java Lane continuing to control most of this game. Got about 40 minutes left in this one. And Olawale with now an opportunity to bring the ball down. He does beautifully, but just falling behind him and the ball cleared. And here's the second phase. But like I said, this is the point in the game in which in the next 5-10 minutes that Negombo Youth really need to get a goal so that they have a reasonable amount of time to potentially try and turn this tide.
Absolutely, Nishan, and like you said, definitely not the position that Negombo Youth would have seen themselves at this position of this game. Nevertheless, Java Lane in control. 2-0 with 53 minutes gone. It will be interesting to see how Negombo first half, the 4 p.m. game, the 4:45 game, I beg your pardon. We had a couple of players from both teams going down on multiple occasions. And Java Lane today has had a similar issue. Negombo, they won't be too happy with that opportunity gone. And now Java Lane come back. The counter comes to abrupt stop.
So still in it, and I think for Negombo Youth, here's another opportunity. The substitute with the opportunity to put the ball into the box, he does. Niluka Janit does everything perfectly yet again, just like in the first half, nobody to fall onto the back of it. Just a beautiful pass, penetrating the defense. Niluka Janit potentially, I would suggest, have a look up, no support, maybe test the keeper, put him under a little bit of pressure. Ashfaq Ayub hasn't been tested too much this game. But does what you're thought to do on the training pitch, just not getting the right support.
Support is late on that occasion for Negombo. Opportunities are coming their way. Not being able to put the finishing touches. Now Javelin, long pass.
And now a perfect opportunity for Java Lane and a beautiful pass. Well taken. Falls to Olavale. Olavale! Sumudhu Harshana did everything right, but the ball nicked off of him. Just a heavy touch, but Olavale makes the most of it. Snapshot.
I think that's the best he could do in that position. Olavale had an attempt at goal. Not too far off.
So as we approach the hour mark, this really is the next 5 to 10 minute window where if Java Lane can get to 70 minutes with a 2-goal lead, they'll feel that they are very comfortable and that they can see the rest of the game out, whereas for Negombo Youth, the pressure will really start to crank up when they realize there's only 20 minutes left, which is not too long, but a goal within that next 10-minute window immediately post the hour mark, just as the legs start to tire a little bit, particularly in the case for Negombo Youth, can really elevate their spirits and hit their opponents in a way that really sets up an enticing final 20 minutes as we roll into the back end of this game.
Absolutely. Negombo, they've got to get it right in the next 5 or 10 minutes, like you said. And now, Javelin. Twisting and turning inside the box. Come on. Opportunity.
Riskan there should be doing better. He should be getting the shot away, but instead decides to twist and turn and pull some magic. Not really what you need, but here's another opportunity and a fantastic ball, but just a bit too much on it.
Right intention once again. Just too much power on that occasion. Almost makes absolute hash of it.
Good play there by Riskan once again to get that shot away that quickly. He wasn't expecting the ball to come to him. The technique was right, but just a bit too directly at the keeper.
Just a little right or left to the keeper. Would have seen that ball in the back of the net. Ganesh Krishant was not in the best of positions earlier, and now once again Javelin throw in for them. Slowly but surely Javelin running away with the game. Now Negombo.
Aleem is a master at keeping that midfield ticking. Not really supported there. Poor pass coming in from his teammate. once again, asking for a foul, but the referee says nothing doing. Play on. Beautiful pass to Alim. Alim again looking for support. Alim looking for options. He's not the fastest man on the pitch, but he's got a great bit of vision. This commentator's curse there. Not great execution, but could see what he's trying to do.
Definitely didn't find the support he was looking for, and the defense was on point as well on that occasion. Didn't let him settle down and take a look. Now and this referee shows a yellow card. Let's take a look at what happened there. Abhishan gets booked for that one. Now Negombo with a free kick.
Beautiful ball coming in, and Negombo Youth now speculative effort, but the whistle had already gone. Just a bit of a clash there, taking the wind out of the Java Lane player. So that's a confirmation of that yellow card for Purneshwar and Abhishan, the number 20 shirt for Java Lane. He's a consistent performer, not one of the names you hear very often, but someone who gets the job done and hasn't really put a foot wrong in most of the games he's played this season.
Absolutely, as we approach the 65-minute mark, Java Lane comfortably ahead, 2 goals. Negombo won't be too happy. They had 2 opportunities that were gone squandered.
Bit of a cheap free kick there, I think. Not a lot in it, but referee feels that he was held back there, Mohammad Hakim, as a result of Sumudhu Harshana's challenge.
Takes his time. Now Negombo have a throw in from a good position. Quickly taken. Ball comes into the box, but comfortably taken. By Asfaq Ayub. But doesn't find any of his teammates from that kick. Slowly but surely, Java Lane seem to be running away with this. Negombo, no sense of urgency with them either. And now Java Lane, lovely. It was we'll take a look at it.
Rizkan shouldn't have given the ball away, just a bit of a hopeful run there. He hasn't really done too much in terms of end product in this game, Rizkan. The ball once again squared.
Half-hearted efforts from Negombo, and Javelin counters, but wonder who he was passing that one to.
Sumudhu Harshana. Was it a shot? Was it a cross? Looked like neither. And what Negombo youth have fallen victim to, and Javelin seem to be doing very well, Virun, is they've slowed the game down almost to a walking pace. I know they've had their spate of attacks, and I know they've done their best to open up the defense a little bit, but they've done a wonderful job in terms of really slowing down the game to a pace where they will feel comfortable. And even in these attacks, as you can see, they're happy to take their time, make those 1, 2, 3, 4 phase passes.
Absolutely.
Trying to thread the eye of the needle on that occasion, and immediately winning the ball back. And Negombo youth really need to win these second phase balls if they want to try and turn this game around. They've not got very long left. 69 minutes completed, heading into the 70s in terms of minutes on the clock. 20 minutes left in this game, and Javelin will now fancy that they can get through this game with a win. Olawale with an opportunity now to get a shot away. Olawale couldn't really get enough purchase on that one, and as a result, Ganesh Krishanta was fine in terms of catching it.
It's set up nicely for Olawale. Unfortunately, didn't get enough on it. Deshan, Negombo have no sense of urgency in their play. They've let Javelin pace their game. They've slowed it down, and they've fallen victim to that.
And a beautiful little bit of use of the body there by Olawale. Unfortunately, he was offside, but again, for anyone watching, how he let the defender go up for the header and used his body to turn him and watch the ball roll away. Fantastic striking play from the man. And a foul now once again, and a substitution. We were just talking earlier, Virun, about the fact that Rizkan hasn't had an amazing game today, and just like that, Nazar Hamid has also decided that he needs to be taken off and replaced by Mohammad Amru in the number 26 shirt. So that's Rizkan's race run.
It's not the best of games for him. Nevertheless, he's one of their key players for Javelin. Now Negombo. Another opportunity. Wonder which way they will go.
Negombo youth really need a goal about now. Cross coming in, here's a good ball. Straight at the keeper, taken care of very well. And what a punch that was. Immediately unleashing a Javelin attack. Olawale trying to get ahead of him. Well defended by Jude Shehan, and a foul immediately conceded as a result. Olawale looking for a card.
Straight away pleading to the referee for a card. Let's take a look at it. Definitely late on that one. What a lovely effort by the goalkeeper of Javelin. And now Javelin have almost a similar free kick. That Negombo had earlier. Comes in. Now Negombo. On the left. Takes his time. The Javelin defense is up to it. Tries to get that pass in. Now, once again, Negombo.
Bit of noise from the crowd about that challenge, but absolutely fair play. Just using his body to shield the ball as it made its way out of bounds. Olawale, what a game he's had. He's been a real thorn in the side, and here's an opportunity now for Javelin. Just needs to be a bit more decisive there, Sumudu Harshana. Chatumal Fernando gives it away. Sumudu Harshana trying to get involved, make amends. And a terrible touch there by the Negombo youth defense. He has an opportunity now. Mohammad Amru puts the ball into the box. Goes straight up. Not very well headed. Alim. Ball falls back to Derek Fernando. Derek Fernando somehow holds on to it. Ricochet. Olawale. Can he take a shot? Olawale takes a shot. Doesn't really get enough on it. Ball slightly behind him at the time he took that shot anyway, and potentially maybe had time for another touch or even to find Amru with it, but no, I think he made the right choice. Just not the right angle from which he could get that boot behind it enough.
Yes, now Negombo. We've come passing the 75-minute mark as well. And Javelin now not much pressure on them. They'll just be looking to get anything extra in terms of goals. Having a 2-0 lead. Lovely pass in to Olawale. Good work. Ball comes in. Unbelievable. Couldn't have landed more perfectly. Should have been in the back of the net first touch.
Absolutely, what a waste that was from Derek Fernando. And shock on the face of Olawale as well. And here's an opportunity now. Negombo youth, they continue their efforts with Rifkan. Rifkan pushed out wide by his counterpart, Irfani Madulla.
The Javelin supporters were not too happy about that as well, Deshan.
Absolutely, you'd expect a lot more in terms of finish, especially from a guy like Derek Fernando. He's been a very influential player for Javelin in this tournament. A substitution potentially on the cards again for Negombo Youth. Malisha Pereira being readied here on the touchline. One final roll of the dice as we roll into the final 10 minutes of this game.
The stretcher comes on. Seems like he has hurt his back. And Negombo makes substitution. Malisha Pereira comes in for Russian.
Russian Galapita together. Substitute for a substitute. It's never something you like to see on a football pitch, but has been the kind of evenings for Negombo Youth, and here's now a chance for Malisha Pereira to take advantage of the next 10 minutes and show off his colours as yet another unbecoming sight, seeing a man stretchered off.
Absolutely nothing you like to see. Not the best of things for Javelin, and another substitution. Andrew Devas comes for Harshana Sumudu.
And now, only thing left for this game is for Javelin to put the icing on the cake, or for Negombo Youth to really come and make the comeback of the tournament. And by the looks of it, Negombo Youth have decided that they don't want to do it with the way they wasted some of their chances. And Olawale, now with the opportunity created to put in a nice cross, and ball once again makes its way out of bounds for a throw-in.
This Negombo, like you said, no sense of urgency. And Javelin have played this game to their strengths. Definite offense. Tugging on the jersey of Olawale. And Javelin in a good position.
So Derek Fernando standing over this one. Got a man on the edge of the box as well. Watched eagerly by Anthony Namdi. Made the run into the box. The ball comes in. Ganesh Krishanta gets rid of it. Anthony Namdi trying to run into space. He tries to find some support, and yes, he does. 3-on-1 here. And fantastic defense there by Asela Rajavansha. He's done his job today, and once again Javelin on the attack. Gotten rid of. Mohammad Rifkan. So professional performance by Javelin then. And fantastic opportunity now to make it 3. Down the middle they've got Olawale, and an absolute waste there. Loses his footing. But the throw in now being conceded.
Will not be happy with what happened there. Did lose his footing. But now, once again, Javelin.
Second time. Mohammad Amru.
Can't be giving position away like that.
I wonder if it's something with the boots, because both times he just trips up a little bit. Oh, beautiful pass. Here's an opportunity. Anthony Ramde with the opportunity to put the ball in the box. Can it be 2-1? Yes, it is. And just like that, Mohammad Rifkan scores to suddenly turn this game into a real encounter as we approach the last 5 minutes. Negombo Youth, can they pull back a point at the very least?
What a lovely play. Beautiful pass came in. Take a look at it. Straight to his man.
It's beautifully in that space there, Virun, between the defense and the goalkeeper, where the defender doesn't want to go up for it and the goalkeeper doesn't want to go up for it either. It's a real challenge, and situations like that, when the ball comes in at pace, who is going to take charge of it? And on that occasion, very happily, Mohammad Rifkan, he's been probably their best attacker in this game. He's been up and down that flank, contributing in defense, and well-deserved goal for him.
Absolutely. But we're just 5 minutes or so left in the game. Will Negombo be able to pull off a miracle? Javelin just letting up their defense. But take nothing away from Negombo. That goal was well crafted by them.
Almost against the run of play as well, Virun. They weren't having a great few phases. So Mohammad Rifkan, it's confirmation of the goal scorer. Just to reaffirm that he's done his job up front. And now Ashfaq Ayub, suddenly from being the man taking the front foot, is going to be happy to wind down the clock a little bit. Javelin under a little bit of pressure. Do we attack? Do we hold fort? And do we deal with what we've got?
Javelin as well. They'll be kicking themselves for not taking those early opportunities. It would have been loved to be 3-1 up at this moment. Nevertheless.
So Niluka Janit standing over this free kick. And a lot of the Javelin attack will be kicking themselves for the chances they've missed and rue those chances as well. Can Negombo Youth turn this one on its head? And Niluka Janit. What a poor free kick that was from Niluka Janit, given the context of where we stand. Not really what you need in the current circumstances. And corner kick awarded, so another opportunity now for Negombo Youth to try and turn it on his head. Niluka Janit once again standing over this. He needs to put in better service than he did earlier.
Opportunity after opportunity for Negombo Youth now. Will they make use of it?
Ball coming in. This beats everyone. Free kick granted for Javelin, and as we roll in now to the 88th minute. Looking for some medical support. Quite the interval training exercise for the Javelin medical team. They've been in and off this pitch numerous times in this game. Just a clash there. Caught the back of his neck almost.
And Negombo, they want to see how much of extra time they can get. They'll be absolutely happy if they could equalize this game. The Javelin looks like they will be running away with it as we go on to the final moments of this game. Asfaq Ayub slowing things down.
Beautiful take there by Olawale. Manages to square it. They just need to run the clock down a little bit. Not concede possession, not turn it over. Move it around, and they've done absolutely the opposite of what they should be doing. And now again, Javelin. Aleem really needs to get more involved and keep the ball ticking. That's what Javelin need. Once again here, Amru loses the possession again. He's been very poor since he's come on. 5 minutes. Plenty of time now for Negombo Youth.
Negombo Youth will be ecstatic with that extra 5 minutes. Couple of appeals going both ways. From the Negombo Youth bench as well.
Another substitution potentially on the cards here for Javelin to slow things down, wind down some seconds on the clock as well. And it's looking like Rizvi Atik is going to be coming to shore up this midfield, and he will be replacing the recently substituted Mohammad Amru. Very harsh on the young Amru, but he has had that kind of game in his brief cameo. Very poor.
He's lost possession again and again during this game. The Javelin supporters definitely had a scare.
So Amru, one of the shortest cameos in this tournament. Yet another substitution of a substitute.
And Rizvi Atik comes on for Amru, just telling him to slow down as well before he came on.
Brutal coaching, but that's what you need to win matches. And here's an opportunity now for Javelin. Very nearly. Ganesh Krishantan, I have no idea what he was doing. Should commit and make a decision. Do I go after the ball or do I not? He got caught in two minds there.
And he definitely should have gone after the ball. Got to play until the referee blows that whistle.
He's waiting for the ball to come to him when a man is pursuing that ball as well. Very dangerous.
Finds Olawale. Takes all the time in the world.
Great ball coming in. Olawale, however, it's turned over. They need to get ball. They need to get men behind the ball. And a professional foul there on the part of Andrew Devas. And I think, given the break that Negombo Youth were on, and given the stage of the game that we are in, fair enough. You can understand why he committed that foul. Rather stop the play than potentially risking a goal threat of an attack. But Negombo Youth now have a much larger defensive wall to break down.
Yes. Andrew Devas does get booked for that one. Shown a yellow card. Now Negombo Youth. Lovely pass. Has to find his teammates in the box. Doesn't do so.
Javelin, suddenly all professionalism tactics have gone out the window. They're just defending with numbers.
Not as calm as they were 15 minutes ago, Javelin. Nevertheless, almost into the final minute of the game. Javelin now gives away possession. The defense is up to it. They need to slow things down, but once again, scrappy play from Javelin. All they have to do is stretch the next minute or so out, and that will be the end of the game. Taking unwanted attempts, and now Negombo throw in to be the last few plays of this game. Definitely offside was Olawale.
No, I think Olawale may have been onside or just offside, isn't he? Just inches. He started in an onside position. But relief on the cards now for Javelin, who've seen themselves conclude this win, and Olawale really just taking the mick here. He understands the clock has winded down. And that's it! Negombo Youth, despite a late surge, have paid the price for complacency throughout this game. And Javelin with yet another key victory in this tournament. They've missed out on the opportunity to get level on points.
Javelin with a scare in the final few moments of the game. Nevertheless, they walk away with it. 2-1 against Negombo Youth. They played quite professionally until about that goal from Negombo Youth. After that, it did catch them off guard. Nevertheless, Negombo Youth will be kicking themselves in the back for those opportunities gone squandered. This final formality is between the two teams and the officials as well. It's the full-time score confirmation. Javelin 2-1 against Negombo Youth. As we take a look at the highlights. Early bookings. And this opportunity gone squandered. Should have been 2-all. Another one as well. Negombo Youth won't be too happy about those two. Olawale had a lovely game. And this opportunity for Javelin. And talk about that goal. Well crafted from Negombo Youth. So both teams missing out on some sure opportunities at goal. Yes, and we had some good weather for football today at Racecourse. Yes, and the current match, Javelin took on Negombo Youth FC, and Javelin comes out victorious, 2 goals to 1. And after this game at 8 p.m. we have Solid SC taking on Murgas Mulla SC at the Racecourse. And that will be it from us. We catch you in the next match at 8 p.m.